All right, we're back, and we got a very, very special guest on the show today. It's an honor to have you on the show, my brother. When it comes to going viral, this gentleman right here has figured it out. I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but another perk to him being here, he actually bring someone that's been rocking with him for a while now as well. And once again, it's an honor to have you on the show, my brother. How you feeling?
Feeling great. I definitely appreciate you for having us over. We're definitely ready to get into it. It's going to be a pretty crazy, fun conversation.
Facts.
I know you got a couple of notes over there ready to go.
Absolutely. I got a lot of things to ask you. And thank you for coming once again. Let me give you a round of applause, my brother, for being here. And you as well. So I finally got to figure out your name. For those out there who don't know your name yet, can you let them know who you are as well?
I'm Ling.
Yes. Ling? Okay. And then for those out there who don't know your name, let them know your name as well, my brother.
Tropicana Danny. Everyone calls me Tropical, but it's not. It's Tropicana Danny. But yeah, that's my name.
All right, man. We're going to get into the intro real quick, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Jmack Experience Podcast. This show is for motivational purposes only. However, we will not be politically correct, but our goal is to inspire those who listen and watch the show. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to follow us at the Jmack Experience Podcast and email us if you would like to be a guest on our platform at the Jmack Experience Podcast at gmail.com. Peace.
All right. Once again, man, it's an honor to have you on the platform, my brother. So I know you just received an award, and I know that was like a big moment for you. What was that award, and how did that come about?
So the award was basically about everything I do. So
Absolutely.
For those who don't know what I do, basically going out to the community, doing a lot of stuff like I did a $2,000 giveaway event to like the best dancer, going to the schools, talking about nonviolence, having kids stay in school, bringing up all the attendance in all the schools that I show up to. And basically, you know, just pushing out positive vibes in all my videos. So the award was for the best influencer of Rhode Island.
Oh, wow. That's major right there. We got to give you a round of applause for that, man. That's awesome. And, you know, just to touch on it briefly for those out there who don't follow you at the moment, you basically said, don't be so humble. You're not that great. I hope you win the war you tell no one about. Are you proud of who you have become? It's been a year, 5 months since I took a risk that changed my life completely, and I'm proud of who I became. This is the first ever award. It's only my only award, but it's all of my supporters' award, which that was fire. And then you said, so thank you all for showing love, sharing, commenting, and being W's, which is winners, I'm assuming, correct? And then you said, here goes to the first plaque and many more to come. Best of Rhode Island influencer. Then you shouted out your girl, and you shouted out a few others. Now, I want to go basically, besides that, which is a great accomplishment, I want to start from the very beginning of, you know, and I usually like to get the whole story of basically to got you to where you are today.
Yeah.
So growing up, first of all, what's your name once again, and where are you from exactly?
My name's Danny, and I grew up in the south side of Providence.
Oh, nice.
Born and raised. I kind of moved around, but I mainly stayed in the south. Grew up in Sassafras, Gallatin, Lenox.
So you straight south side all the way. Yeah. Yo, shout out to my people on the south side, man. That's awesome. Word up. So, did you move around Providence besides the south side, like the West End? Where else did you?
So, I stayed for a bit over there in Smith Street.
Okay,
right
Smith. Yeah.
So I stayed there for probably like 6 years, and then moved back to the south.
Got you.
Growing up as a kid. Then I stayed over there in Woonsocket for probably like 4 months. I got kicked out of school, and I moved right back to Prov.
Got you. Now, Ling, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Okay, nice.
Raised in New York, but I was born in Boston.
Okay, you was born in Boston,
Yeah.
so you was raised in New York, but I'm assuming you went back and forth?
I went back and forth with a lot of places, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, got you.
Like, I was raised in Flatbush, moved to Jersey, moved to the Bronx.
Oh, you was outside for real. You was everywhere.
I really was.
That's dope.
It's so
That's dope.
sad.
That's fine. Now, me, I'm originally from Corona, Queens, as I mentioned before we started. But I went to school in the Bronx as well. I went to Lehman
Really?
High School. Yeah, and I went to BMCC, Birmingham Community College, by the World Trade Center.
No, I never heard of that.
Yep. So I'm all around New York vibe. I only have like a few years out here, but I consider myself, from Providence as well. But I used to always go back and forth. That's why I asked if you were going from New York to Boston, because that's usually what I was doing.
I used to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got you. So what brought you to Rhode Island, if you don't mind me asking?
Honestly, him.
Oh, damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, going back to Danny, so you're from the South Side. What was it like for you growing up, more or less? Like, as far as you could remember?
Growing up, honestly, it was very different from today's generation.
Gotcha.
There was a lot of gangs. You could see them just like, making their videos and stuff like that. A lot of dirt bikes and stuff, but it was very, very different, like, as in for, like, prices of stuff, you know what I mean? It was cool. I was a kid. I wasn't paying rent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Having to deal with this, that, the third. But I grew up with my mom. She took care of us. It was 7 kids by herself.
Wow. Shout out to your mom.
I started working at the age of 12.
Wow.
At my aunt's cafe. Then from there, by the time I was like 16, I finally worked my first legal job.
Yeah.
At the Providence Place Mall.
Got you. So you was at the mall. Huh? I used to work at Metro. You probably seen me a few times.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
but,
crazy.
That was over in like 2015. Like 15.
Oh, 2015.
Because I'm born August 6th.
Okay.
So basically, like when I'm 16, boop, boop, boop. You know what I mean? So, but
happy belated, by the way.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I worked over there at the mall for a couple years. You know what I mean?
What were you doing there, if you don't mind me asking?
So my first job was Panera Bread.
Panera Bread.
Yeah, Panera
Yo, that's
Bread.
crazy. All right.
Then from there, I was working at Dairy Queen and Panera Bread.
Got you.
Then I left out of there, out of Panera Bread. And then I was working at Clear's, helping the manager from there. She's like, I need help. I know you know how to work. And then a whole bunch of different jobs started reaching out to me because I was very cool with a lot of the managers. That's one thing. I always built relationships with everyone.
Exactly.
So then all the managers started asking me if I can like work with them and this and that, the third.
Oh, that's
so
fire.
I ended up working at Zoomies, Clear's, and Dairy Queen.
Yeah, so you was all over the mall, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So you was working at all 3 spots at the same time?
And I was in high school too.
Oh, while you was still going to school?
Yeah,
damn, that's
so like
crazy,
during
bro.
the weekends, I work like 2 jobs. During the weekday, I work like 1 job. It all kind of like switched, but they made it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know the mall mainly hires you part-time, right? So that's how people out there, how the hell you juggle 3 jobs?
Yeah.
But you normally get like 15 to 20 hours per job, right? When you work in those retail jobs.
20 around there. But at that time, I was building a car. So before all this Tropicana Danny like car stuff, car stuff, dance stuff, I was known in the car scene.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, no, definitely.
What kind of car, if you don't mind me asking?
I built, I don't know if you know too much about cars, but it was a 1992 Honda Civic swapped with a K20
fire.
Frankenstein build. I had an all-motor, then I put a supercharged all-wheel drive.
Nice.
And I got rid of it.
All right, so you were working the 3 jobs, juggling high school at that. My question is, because they know you as Tropicana Danny, but with the security guard outfit, were you a security guard in the mall as well?
Yeah, so I moved out, boom, lived in New York, then moved to Florida, then came back.
Okay. What year was this, more or less?
That was 2022. Yeah, like 2022.
Okay,
Yeah.
2022. Okay.
I had came back around probably like April, around there.
Okay.
Like 2022. I came back and then I ended up, working as a security guard because the security guards that were there, like the directors, knew me from when I was a kid because one of them, he was a regular security guard and he knew me from Panera Bread because I used to hook him up and at Dairy Queen.
So he got you the hookup more or less, right?
Yeah, and then the other director, she was a Providence police officer. She used to read books to me in school. So yeah, no, definitely.
So it all connected more or less, right?
Yeah, so they already knew me off the bat, and they're like, "We need you on our team," because they see me walking. They were like, "Wait, aren't you supposed to be in Florida?"
Yeah.
And they were like shocked, you know what I mean? Because I didn't like mention that I was here. When I was here, I was just posting like I'm out in like New York or Florida because I didn't want people to know where I was at.
Got you. So you wasn't dropping the locations.
Never.
I hear that. Shout outs to the Aki Wave, by the way. That's awesome. So now, more or less, what I'm trying to get at is, what inspired you to start like dancing and creating content?
So there's a lot of ways, but like the main reason is because of the fact that dancing, I always dance. You know what I mean? It was either dancing, doing parkour. That's how I got the flips.
That's crazy. I was gonna ask you if you do parkour as well.
Yeah. So I grew up at age of 15. I stopped being home because home didn't feel like home. You know what I mean? I didn't really grow up with a father figure. So
got you.
That was my like way of dealing. Yeah, you know what I mean. Instead of like getting high, I got high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like drinking, smoking, I don't do any of that stuff. You
That's
know
what's
what I mean?
up.
Never smoked in my life. Not hookah or vape. None of that stuff.
Damn, I like that.
So
that's fire.
Basically,
that's fire.
you know, I started doing the parkour or whatever. Boom. So in Florida, I ended up living in my car for a while, probably like 10 months. I was in college. I dropped out. It was like a financial issue I was having, plus like family stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I had all my stuff in my car, and just one day I just got sick and tired of everything, you know what I mean, and just left everything there, just put it in a maleta. Well, you're not Spanish.
Luggage. Yeah, of course.
And then I just took a flight to New York City. Yeah, I just took like one way. I didn't even think.
So you left the car and everything?
Yeah, I just left it.
No,
I got it now. I brought it down over here. But
at the moment,
I left it out there. Boom, and then I pretty much, I landed in New York. I hit up my ex from like years ago, and she's a really good friend. I asked her if she can help me out. She bought a hotel for me to stay in.
Yeah, that's love right there.
I only had like $27 in my account. You know what I mean? So I was down bad.
This is a story and a half. This is wild.
But through that time of 10 months of being in my car and stuff like that, I was watching a lot of motivational videos. And that's what really stood out. I didn't have no one to talk to. Yeah. I didn't have anyone by my side. I didn't have nobody. It was just me.
That's how it is when you're doing bad. Ain't nobody you could call.
Trust me, I've been down bad a couple times in my life. I was homeless in New York when I was living out there, sleeping on the trains, taking showers in the gym. But I was happy because I was doing what I wanted to do, which was dancing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was making money on the trains. Dancing in Times Square, the people who flip over.
Oh, you make big money. I used to sell CDs on the train, so I already know
how it is. Exactly. Until you're in someone's turf. But I never got into turf beef,
Got you.
But I was doing that, and then, COVID happened, so I left to Florida. Then from Florida, I ended up dipping because I was living in my car. And I was like, you know what? If I go back up north, I got to do something big, like change. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to become someone big.
Yeah.
So I took that flight, landed in New York, stayed there for like one night. Then I bounced to Providence. I hit up one of my homegirls, and I'm like, yo, I'm out here in Prov. Because she's like, yo, if you ever come out here. Hit me up. Yeah, so I was like, I bet. I want to hit Chinatown. So we hit Chinatown.
In Boston?
No. Chinatown, 3rd Street.
Oh, on 3rd Street, got you.
We grabbed food over there. And I ate. I'm like, finally, some real Chinese food. Because if you live in Florida, you know how bad that Chinese food is.
Oh, no, the food is crazy, yo. That's a fact.
That Chinese food ain't Chinese food. But, so, boom, we grabbed food or whatever. And she's like, okay, so where am I dropping you off? I'm like, to be honest, I'm going to be real with you. I don't have a place to stay at. I don't even know where. So, she let me stay in her place. I slept. It was like a one room.
Yeah.
So, like, 1 bedroom. And so I slept on her couch. She slept on her bed. She's like, you could take my bed. I'll sleep on the couch. I was like, nah, you're fine. Like, be comfortable. You know what I mean? So I had all my stuff on one side of the room. She had all her side on the other. Then we found out we were cousins. So it was even more dope.
Wow, what a small world, huh?
We found out through, like, one of our cousins that she's like, wait, that's your cousin? She's like, yeah. I'm like, wait, that's my cousin. And then from there, just like, you know what I mean? So it was really dope. She's still around. She helped surprise me for my birthday the other day with my cousin.
Nice.
So it was
because to touch base on that before you continue, like, bro, at that point, when you're at that point at your lowest, you don't even sleep on the floor, my brother. Yeah, like, I've been in that situation. Chilling. Like, bro, I'll sleep on the floor if you need me to. Just I'll sleep with my arms like that, bro. I just don't want to be outside, right? Like, and that's crazy. So, all right. So from there, when you got back to Providence, what made you stay? You didn't go back to New York?
Nah, just because like in New York, I didn't really have a spot to stay at. I didn't.
And
feel
you didn't
like
know nobody, right?
Nah, not as much as I know today.
Okay, got you.
I didn't want to deal with like sleeping on the trains or the stairs. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with that whole thing again. You know what I mean? I had a bigger maleta, not a duffel bag anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
somebody coming up to you, yo, let me get that shit.
Yeah, nah. I used to
That's
have my shorts. I used to wear shorts under my pants, and I used to put my wallet and my phone right in there just in case if anything happened, they didn't find nothing. You know what I mean?
You was on it. You was on it.
So, I ended up staying out here in Prov. I finally had a room to like stay in. You know what I mean? So it took me probably about a month to finally get a job.
Right.
But I worked in like when I came, I worked at Insomnia's. I worked at Problems Place Small Security. So I was doing 2 jobs. So then I started making bread. And then I'm like, yo, this is not enough money. There's no way I'm working.
You can't survive. Yeah.
I'm working a week and I'm making like $300 and something bucks for it. Because
no,
the
crazy.
security, believe it or not, in Problems Place Small, they only make $17 an hour.
Wow.
So you're dealing with homeless people that got needles that are threatening you, like in the stairways when it's just you and them. You got fights. You got anything you could deal with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then if you're a supervisor there, you only make it $18 an hour.
$1 more?
$1 more.
Holy
That's
shit.
it. You don't make nothing more, nothing less.
Yo, that shit is wild. So, all right. So, I want to touch a little bit back. So, when you went to Florida, what made you go to Florida in the first place? Because people sell you a dream, right? Was it that, yo, if you come down south, you could buy a house out here for $3,000? Was it more like that, or you just wanted to go to Florida on your own?
At that time, I was already 18, 19, right there.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't really anything about buying, but it was business.
Okay, you see. They sold you a dream, kind of.
Yeah, so my family, they all live there. Like my mom, my sister, siblings, all of them, they live over there.
And they always like, life is much better over here, right? They always sell you that for some reason, people that are out there.
Like, so believe it or not, like the weather, I love the weather. But, I don't like so they were out there, COVID happened. That's the thing. So I ended up leaving out of New York because they were finally closing.
Everything was closed, yeah.
Yeah, they were like going to that full shutdown where you have to not be outside. So I was like, nah, I heard Florida's still open. So I went out to Florida.
Oh, got you.
And then once I landed in Florida, I got a job right there. And then I said, if I'm going to Florida, I'm getting a job. So I was working sales.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing that. And I was like, all right, boom. So
what part of Florida?
At that time, it was Ponciana, Kissimmee.
Oh, Kissimmee. Okay, gotcha.
So I was over there for a while, and I was doing sales, going up to people asking, like, chips, cracks in the windshield.
Right. Like door to door?
Yeah, kind of like that, but we were going to, like, Walmart plazas and stuff like that.
All right,
going up to people, asking them for their insurance and stuff like that.
Oh, so shit.
There's people
you got to be aggressive doing that shit. Yeah,
honestly, but it was great money.
Great
money. So, from there, then I moved to, Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Beach, okay.
Then I moved to Pompano Beach, Florida. Then I moved to Orlando, Florida, and that was my last stop.
You were like, hasta aquí yo aguanté. I got to go back home. Yeah,
I was like, nah, up north is better because the thing is, like, if you've never been to Florida.
And everything's mad far. That's another thing. That's the problem with Florida.
You got to walk. That 10-minute walk is going to feel like
2 hours.
Hour. Yeah. It's a whole straight road.
Yo, that's a fact.
That beaming hot sun.
And it's hot as hell, yeah. Especially with people like me, because son gordito, bro. I'm too fat to be in hot weather. I can't do it. Yeah.
It's hot.
So, all right. So now you finally get a job. You got your little spot. Now, when did you decide, I want to start making content? Because you, like, figured it out. You know what I mean? As I said when we started, like, what made you, like, grab your phone and start being like, you know what, I'm going to start doing little dances here and there. I'm going to, like, start creating content. What made you, like, what motivated you to do that?
So, believe it or not, I would actually make dancing videos on my Snapchat.
Okay.
So, I would just post all the time, me just dancing on my Snap. And then, like, my aunt, and a couple of people were like, make a TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
That was in 2022.
Yeah, when it first kind of was starting, the whole TikTok thing.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know when did it start.
Like 2019, right?
Yeah, but it was like boosting up more for quarantine. Like everybody was on TikTok in 2020.
Exactly.
Yeah, so at that time frame, everyone kept saying, make it. So I was like, nah, I don't like any of that TikTok stuff, this and that, the third. I never had the app. Never in my life.
You didn't even have the app?
No, I didn't even have the app. I just had Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. That's it.
Ja.
And so then, time flies or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I was doing gym content. So I was posting it on Instagram.
Oh, like working on the gym and stuff?
Yeah, because I do calisthenics.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I could do, all the flips and everything.
Right. You got to be in shape.
I have to stay in a lean shape, you know what I mean? But calisthenics is what I was doing. So I was doing a lot of like gym motivational stuff.
Right.
Because like I said, I was watching a lot of motivational videos, you know what I mean?
So it inspired you. That was one of my questions. Like, what inspired you to start doing it? That's what it was.
So it was that as well. So then, boom, by the time it was 2023, it was February 19th. That was the first time I uploaded my first TikTok video. So when I downloaded TikTok, that was February. February 14.
So like a year ago, more or less.
Literally, I started a year ago.
Oh, this is wild.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for a year.
1 year only.
Nah, like 1 year, 5 months.
Oh, this is crazy. All right, this is where I need to know the ins and outs.
Yeah.
So you finally downloaded. I'm assuming you made one video.
So that video was what made my first ever TikTok video was the one that made me viral. That's
one video.
One video.
Nah, there's no way. That's
first. If you scroll down on my TikTok, I don't have that crazy much videos, but you'll see it. It's like right there. Like you know what I mean? It's
that's crazy. That one you got like over 17 million, right? I think.
Nah, that one was. I think it was this year. Yeah, that video was this year, or it was like later on the end of. I forgot. I gotta look at it.
Because I seen you got well over when I was calculating. I obviously I did my research. I was looking up stuff, but like you got well over I want to say 50 million views or probably more, probably close to 100 mil.
Yeah,
because every video that I seen like that's crazy. Like because me I got like 4,000 posts and all them shits get like 100 views, 200 views. I'm like, how the fuck is he doing that? So like you said you made one video and what was the views you got on that more or less?
That was at like 1.4 mil.
But
that when I posted it, it hit like 1.2, 3 mil, and then it just like cut.
In like a week or so?
No,
in one day?
Yeah.
What the hell did you do in that video?
So it was me wearing the security stuff and just
doing what you do.
So, but the thing is that video, that's what started everything. So that video
that motivated you right there. Like
shit. So basically the whole point of that whole video, you can even look it up on Google. You put Tropicana Danny and the news channel 10 they covered it too. So like you can even see it. But that video that night, it was Saturday. It was water fire. It was a group of probably 17 kids. They call them juveniles. But it was
delincuente.
Yeah, exactly. So it was what was it? It was Southside kids against North Prov.
Oh, they were gonna beef or they were dancing?
Nah, they were gonna beef. Nah, none of them were dancers. So they all had their shiesties all in black and everything.
Oh, they was ready.
Yeah, and basically, I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to get dated back into something.
Nah, I got you.
Basically, I stopped one of the kids or whatever. Boom, and then I told all the kids, I'm like, yo, they're calling me through the walkie. Yeah. They're like, oh, Felice, that's my last name. They're like, Felice, are you good? This and that, because I was on break and I came out from the cut. There was no security.
You didn't even have to get involved. You could have been I'm on break.
Yeah, so I come out and I'm like, yo, I know all these kids, you know what I mean, from different situations, right. And they're all cool with me, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not worrying about any of that stuff.
So you diffused it more or less?
Big time. So I was the only security there, so they're watching me through the camera and I'm getting yelled at because I'm not answering my walkie because I'm like, I don't care about these people right now. I'm talking to these kids. Yeah. So I told them, I said, listen, the security guards are about to come right now. They completely different than me. You guys know that. And it's gonna be worse. So y'all gotta all dip. And then they're some of them would talk and I was like, all right, you know what? If I get 30, all of y'all gotta dip. And then kids started turning out like, no, you can't get 30, this and that. I said,
that's crazy.
So I said, put y'all phones down, do whatever y'all wanna do, put on whatever song and I'll dance. So boom, there was a couple kids who lined up. We went to go do, the video, whatever they started the TikTok. I did my flip. Started getting 30. All these kids were going crazy. There was some parents and stuff like that in the side.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even little Blanquitos popped up like, what's going on over here? Let me check this out.
Yeah, no.
Is he dancing?
Bro, it was crazy. It was like...
Yo, that's crazy.
I wish someone got the behind the scenes of everyone that was standing.
Yeah.
But it was bro.
It was a crowd. When you looked up, it was mad people.
Packed.
Yeah, that's
all crazy. The way down to PF Chang's. It was packed.
Oh, no, it was live. Then, so that's when you decided probably damn, I think I got something with this shit, huh? Mm-hmm. And the light bulb went off, I'm assuming?
Not yet. So people started posting it. And then from there, it just started going viral on Facebook. Someone else was posting it on TikTok.
Not even on your page.
I didn't even like post it yet.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
somebody got some money off them views.
I didn't even put my phone down to even record.
Yeah.
I grabbed the video from another kid that recorded me and posted it, and he hit like 300 and something views on TikTok. And I'm like, bro, take the video down, because the thing is, like, I can get in trouble written up and all that stuff. Oh
my God.
So then, you know, basically, more story, I got written up, and I still have the picture of the write-up.
You got written up for the video?
I got suspended too.
Oh, they wild up.
So it was basically no dancing while on the clock. I'm like, I wasn't even on the clock. What do you?
Wow,
you get what I mean?
That's crazy.
But they were basically saying my break, is still considered on the clock
because you're in uniform.
Yeah, and I was like, that's
wild.
That's mad cool. And I was like, anything could have happened. Like, they don't know what I stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
nor do they care if you think about it. They don't care.
But if there was blood gushing on the floor,
then they would have cared.
But that's what, you know what I mean?
You prevented it.
Exactly. So,
and you still have the write up, you said?
Yeah,
I have the picture. Crazy. I need a picture of that. If you get a chance, some behind the scenes shit. All right. So,
but so that happened. Boom. Then next thing you know, after I got written up, I'm like, yo, you know what? Like, because again, remember, I had $27 in my account, and then I was like struggling for a while. So then
you was mad paranoid at that moment.
Then when I got written up and I didn't work for a week and I had to pay, you know, my car bill and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, like, y'all gonna do me dirt like that? And I knew the directors for a long time, and there was like the other employees, like the other security officers.
Yeah,
they didn't like me already because of the fact that everyone liked me, like the kids and stuff like that, and I wasn't in their groupie. If you're not in that group, if you go to the mall and you really like stay there on a Friday or Saturday, you'll see them all walk in groups.
So basically, you wasn't a kiss ass. This is my fucking problem with fucking jobs. Not for nothing. So, like, yo, I hate kissing ass, and I become the blackball. You know what I mean? So they don't fuck with me. They try to throw me under the bus, or even si tú le caes bien a la gente. People don't like that. People are just miserable, especially when they work in a job for fucking 200 hours a week. You know what I mean?
So basically, that was, you know, what was happening. So they're like, nah, we want him fired, this and that. Just like, you know, and it was one of the supervisors that was trying to do that. It's like, bro, you make $18 an hour. You've been here since I was 16 years old. How are you that pressed? And at that time, I was 23 years old. So from 16 to 23, you're still in the same job and you get impressed. For what?
It's not worth it.
It's not, you know what I mean? So...
and everything happens for a reason, right? So from there, did you end up being let go?
Nah. So
you just said,
I got written up. They told me I can't do no more dance videos. If I keep doing dance videos, then I'll get, you know, fired. So then when I came back from my suspension, kids were coming up to me and I'm like, let's go to the cut, do a video. Started doing videos. They were all blowing up from kids posting it.
Shit. Then
next thing you know, I got hit up by my boy Jody. His name's King Jody on like TikTok, Instagram.
Shout out to King Jody, man.
So he basically reached out to me. He, at that time, he was like super, super trending. Till this day, you know, he's big, he's trending. Everyone knows who he is. He's in Jersey though.
Is he like a Kid the Wiz kind of guy? Like
Nah. He's more like Jersey dancing, like, you know, most of the dances that we do and stuff. Yeah. But he had hit me up. He's like, yo, let's collab and stuff like that. Let's do some videos. And I was super, because I was like, damn, this dude is mad big, because I was watching him all the time on TikTok.
That's crazy.
He was the first big influencer that reached out to me. He has I think he has like 2 mil on TikTok.
Man,
something
that's
like that.
crazy. Yeah.
So I went out to Jersey, did a video with him at Jersey Mall. When I was there, I was like, damn, I didn't know how big he was until like every step we took, it was like,
yo, let me get a picture.
Yeah, so it was cool, you know what I mean, experiencing that. And we did a video. That video, that same day I was out there, I was supposed to go to work at 11 p.m. I called right out. I said, I'm calling out.
I'm chilling out here in the city.
So what had happened was, I guess the mall called, so the mall in Jersey, American Dream Mall, if I'm not mistaken, called the Providence Place Mall.
Oh, they connected like that? That's wild.
And then let them know that I was out there doing videos because my what do you want to call it?
Your uniform?
Nah, my director, I had the uniform on, but the director had hit me up and said, like, you know, he was heated because he already knew what was up.
Oh, he
and
knew.
I didn't tell no one.
He was on you. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
this guy was on.
yeah, so then next thing you know, boom, I was doing my videos or whatever. I didn't say nothing. Then like 2 days after, I flew out to Florida. As soon as I land and I'm in the whip driving to the crib, I get a call and he's like, yeah, you're gonna have to turn in your uniform, this, that, the third. And I was like, well, I'll do that when I come back. And then I'm like, you know what? At that point, once I got that call, I'm like, I'm gonna make this full time because I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep blowing up on this, you know, make TikTok money and stuff like that. Like, you know, like blow up. That was my thought already.
I say you're just gonna run with it at this point.
Yeah. So, you know what? And it started. That mindset started when the dude, my boy Jody, he hit me up, and I'm like, you know what? I can make this a full time like.
You seen like the vision at that point. You're like, bro, if this guy's doing it and he's fucking with me, like, bro, this is something that I could do full time. That's so crazy. From there, then a whole bunch of different big influencers started reaching out to me. I went to Florida, and then at that time, I was doing a lot of like going up to people in public, giving them high fives, fist bumps, and stuff like that, doing flips. So I went to Florida, went to the outlets, started going into certain stores, and asking them if I could do promo videos for them for free, and just post it on my gram or TikTok, and they were like, yeah. So I started doing that, and then that's when numbers started climbing. It started getting crazy. So now, my question is, you figured it out pretty much how to go viral. Now, what do you have a method to like how you do it? Do you like post like weekly? Do you post daily? Like, how do you figure out the algorithm? Like, how do you do that?
So you would just have to subscribe,
right,
to my Instagram,
and just Pete. You don't want to get too much.
You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta stay consistent. Gotcha. I'm gonna keep it like that. Stay consistent. If you don't want to, if you're not consistent, you're not gonna see any results. You're not gonna get numbers. Yeah. But like I said, you subscribe to my Instagram. There's a little subscription. You subscribe, I'll give you all the deets.
All right, bet. So you got it. All right, I got you. I like that. Shout outs to you. Now, how did you come up with the name Tropicana Danny? How'd you come up with that name?
Tropicana. Basically, it starts from a car that I built, like I mentioned.
Okay.
It was orange, so I'm a Leo. So Leo color is orange.
Got you.
So I built a hatch. It was like a hatch. So they're like round and stuff like that. So it was orange. And I was moving out to Florida. So I'm like, I'm about to get this freaking license plate with an orange. And I was drinking Tropicana orange juice at the time because it was during breakfast.
I was gonna say you like the Tropicana orange juice. Yeah.
So at that time frame, and this is before all that security stuff, like all that, because I was already Tropicana Danny. I was like, yo, you know what? Tropicana Danny. That's why I'm going to call the car Tropicana, and I'm Danny.
Oh, so you already had the name before you started going viral and all that?
Yeah, so in the car scene is where I'm really, like, known.
That's like your main passion, huh? You like, but this took off. It's crazy. Sometimes
the dancing just life took is it like off. That. Yes, yeah. But in the car scene, I had 3 sponsorships from one of the biggest racing companies.
You raced too?
Not like race like track. I didn't do that. I did more street racing.
Like Fast and the Furious?
Right on Elmwood, just take it down. You know what I mean? That's dope. But, I built a really dope car. Like, that car was breaking necks all the time. I was doing car shows in Florida, here, Daytona International Speedway.
Dope.
A lot of stuff, but it started from the drink.
Got you. Now, coming along, because now I know we're getting close. How did y'all meet? Like, was it like somebody like, did you guys meet on social media or did you meet in person? Because nowadays everything's social media, right? So I want to know.
Nah, we found each other on Tinder. No, I'm joking.
He's lying.
Harder, Daddy.
I had to do it. So wait, how did
Oh my God.
Harder Daddy's crazy.
we do it once a show. We do it. How did y'all? So wait, Tinder?
Nah.
No, he's lying. That's a joke.
One thing about me, if you and you see a little bit of how I vibe out.
Yeah.
I don't take nothing serious. I I live life.
It's good to live like that,
bro. I joke about almost everything and anything.
Facts.
But I'll let you say this part.
Go ahead, take it. Let me hear this. Did he like riz you up? You know that's the new slang now. These kids are using.
No.
He had the riz.
No, not at the time.
At the time, I wasn't even risen at all.
Yeah, not at the time.
I didn't want none of that.
Oh, shit.
You're lying.
Oh, hold on. We're about to be Jerry.
Lying. I got the proof.
What proof?
Of the day.
Oh, you didn't want none of me?
The day and the time?
Just say the story.
Okay.
Say the story.
Anyway.
It's getting crazy over here.
Because I don't know why he's lying like that.
All right, well, let's hear from you. You the source. I want to know.
But
how did y'all meet?
We met at a video shoot for this rapper named Too Beer.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of him or anything, but if you look him up, like he's really like popular.
He's
like,
popping.
He's like one of the like
don't look
a
him
big
up.
rapper.
Where,
Oh my gosh.
I don't jack him.
Where's he from?
Philly.
Oh, Philly. All
like
right.
a
Shout out to
Philly
my
dude.
people in Philly. Actually, one of the people that inspired me to do this is Gillian Wallow. I don't know if y'all heard of them, but
Yeah.
they're
I
fire.
haven't.
Never heard
Really?
of Gillian Wallow? $1 million worth of game? All right. They got a podcast too. All right, so what? So Too Rare. You meet Too Rare?
So me and Too Rare, we were like really cool. We were really close.
Oh,
And
no
he was
wonder
doing
you
them-
ain't. No wonder Chavo
Nah, it has nothing to do with that.
No.
All right.
Like just friends wise. Like, it was
Okay,
homies.
guy. Y'all was
so
cool.
he wanted me to pop out for a video shoot.
Gotcha.
Coincidentally, he came there too.
Oh, he was
Mind
there.
you, this is my first time like ever meeting him. I never knew who he was before that, and vice versa. He didn't know who I was either.
But you and Danny, right? More or
Yeah.
less? Okay.
But yeah, we met there or whatever, but it wasn't on no let's exchange contact information, none of that. Like, this literally happened by fate.
Okay.
Because
it was meant to be.
Yeah. Like, I never thought I was going to see him again. Like, we really did not exchange
When y'all
contact
chilled in
anything.
Philly, right? More or less? You said?
No, it wasn't in Philly. It was in New York.
Oh, in New
Brooklyn.
York.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brooklyn.
gotcha. Okay.
So before I moved out here with him, I was in New York.
Okay.
And the video shoot was in New York. So he came with somebody that I already knew.
All right.
And then, yeah.
That's how y'all connected, more or less. Well, not at that
Nah,
moment.
so-
It was just like a high and by thing, or that's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
so that day I didn't actually even really like talk to her. Like, I seen her, I put her on my Snap video because I had, my people's there. I picked up one of my homegirls that lives in New York.
Okay.
Because I had drove from Provo all the way to New York
To the city.
to Brooklyn. Yeah, so I went and I picked up my homegirl because she dances too.
Right.
And she lives in the city. And then I brought her to the shoot, so we were all at the shoot. And we were in the video. Before the video took place and everything like that, I took like a quick like snap or whatever.
Yeah, we'll snap but promo
for like everyone being there, whatever. And then she was in the back, and then I was like gonna skip her, but I like seen her looking, and I was like, I won't be
Man,
rude.
One thing about me.
But I didn't say hi to her or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So it was like,
Yeah, I'm awkward.
yeah.
All right, you just look. I
She's
can
a
tell
shy
you low
person.
key. That's why I don't really,
Yeah,
I'm got your beauty's here. You're looking
you.
fabulous. I just, that's why I'm gearing it more towards Danny. But I definitely want you. The next episode we do, we gotta get you to talk more.
She does.
We gonna get you to talk more for sure.
Yeah,
So,
throw a couple snacks or something
Yeah,
like that. Get
so-
it comfortable.
so all right. So it was a brief. When y'all first met was briefly. Now, how did y'all reconnect? Is what I'm trying. How did y'all end up together?
So,
more or less.
It was a friend, mutual
Okay.
friend on both sides.
Gotcha.
And I didn't know that the friend was going to be in Rhode Island.
Okay.
So my dad, he was living in Brockton. So I usually
Gotcha.
visit him from
Okay.
New York to come here. So we was talking on Instagram or whatever. And he was like, oh, I moved to Rhode Island. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, my dad's in Brockton. So we planned.
Oh, so y'all was in the DM a little bit.
No,
before.
not him. Me
Oh.
and his, we have a mutual friend at the time.
Oh, gotcha. Another.
So
friend.
a mutual friend. I'm talking to the mutual friend.
All right.
So we
gotcha.
was already planning a link up to do videos and stuff.
Yeah, because you dance too, right?
Yeah.
More or less. All right. So then you was talking to your dad. You said he was in Brockton or something like that, or you was going to Brockton.
No, I'll go to Brockton for my dad.
Okay, gotcha.
Brockton,
Okay.
But his friend was in Rhode Island. So
Okay.
while him and the friend, me and the friend are trying to link up, I didn't know Danny was gonna be there. So we all met up or whatever because Danny had this event with Sugar Factory.
Gotcha.
And he was like, hey, there's an extra space if you want to come, da da da. But you got to make sure that you're really gonna be there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there, whatever. And then that's when we all linked up. We made I couldn't even make videos at the time. I'm not gonna lie.
You couldn't. So you wasn't doing your own thing on your own?
I couldn't.
Nah,
No.
she was
or you
having
was shy?
I was constipated really bad.
Oh shit.
I was really constipated. My ass was not letting me. As soon as I get up, I had to sit right the fuck back down.
Yo, that's
It was
fucking
so bad.
I was so annoyed. I'm like, yo, I just wasted a day with this girl not even dancing.
So
I
you was in
tried.
the sideline. You was just there aguantando peo.
I tried. I promise you I tried, but I couldn't. It was hurting really
Yo,
bad.
I like that you're real. That's dope.
No,
'cause
I
most
was
people-
my ass felt like.
That's why.
That shit was so funny. I'm like, yo, why you walking like that?
It was horrible, I swear.
Are you okay?
I really wasn't.
She was not.
I went home that day, to my dad's, and I cried on the toilet. I kid you not.
I had to check up on her. I'm like, yo, you good?
I was happy that day, actually, because, when I went home, I took a constipation pill.
A laxative?
No, it was just a little pill. And I ended up shitting. And I dead ass told him. I'm like,
She was soup.
Yo, nah,
no,
for
she
nothing.
was soup, bro.
I
I'm
was
not even
really
joking.
That shit happened to me. That's why I don't eat. No offense to my Asians out there, but this is why I don't like Chinese food. Yo, when I eat Chinese food, bro, me da una churria, bro. That I'm talking about, like...
Not too much.
The fear of God.
Not too much.
She's Asian.
No offense, but I don't know if it was the spots I went to, but like it was like 2-3 times already. My stomach, I couldn't even go to sleep. That's how bad it was. Like it was hurting bad.
No, it's bad.
Yeah,
I never
when you
knew
get like
how
that.
bad constipation was until that happened to me. I was like, yo, but I really like cried happy tears on that toilet.
You was grateful.
I was
could
grateful.
never.
Thank God.
Because it's like a huge lift off your stomach. But yeah,
It's a relief.
Yeah, it is.
So now the next time you met him, no more constipation. You was good
Yeah,
after
I was
that.
good. What was the next time?
The
What was
next
the next
time
time?
was
By
hold on.
ourselves.
So that time y'all met, that was a shitty day.
It
Can
was
we
a
agree?
shitty day, but it had a good outcome because this time we actually
Like we were talking.
yeah, we extended
So now y'all started talking a
Yeah.
little bit, getting to know each other, right? All right. So y'all was
Yeah.
starting to feel each other.
But
okay.
No,
I like it.
No.
Oh, no, it was just.
It was still it was on
normal.
some calm
Just on some
like
bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
yep.
I wasn't even trying to flirt. No, and I was like, oh, at that time, the second time we met in Boston, you know, I made sure she like came to the. I didn't make sure. I just wanted to know if she was gonna come. Because
Yeah.
if not, I was gonna have someone from Prov come with me instead
Right.
of her. So I was like, yo, because no one, you know, most like females and people out here too in Prov. Whenever you invite them and they're like, oh yeah, I'm coming, and then they slack last minute.
They be front. Yeah.
So I didn't want to have the same thing because it's the same thing in New York. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
never messed with like any Queen. Well, actually, no, Queens girl, yeah, once. But like Bronx and Queens, they always
I'm
gonna
not
say, yeah,
from
they're pulling up.
Queens.
No, I know, but at the time, I knew you were living in Queens, so you got to remember.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were from Queens.
They be front.
So yeah, so I'm like, she's probably gonna like front or whatever.
Yeah.
So like double check, and so he's like, yeah, because he didn't have her number either.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they texted through Instagram, and I was like, bro, just ask for her number, tell
Facts.
her if she's coming, and that's it. Don't be scared to ask for her
Get to the
number.
point,
Like,
yeah.
get to-
I
you know what
honestly
I mean?
didn't like him at this time.
You didn't like
No, because I thought he
Tropicana?
was mad like snobby.
Nah,
You thought he was sloppy?
one of my
Snobby.
old
Oh,
like,
snobby.
Yeah, one of
Okay.
our old mutual friends.
No, not him.
Ja-
You.
Me? Oh, me? Oh,
way-
no. The way that I said it.
The
'cause
way
I'm
he
very
sent the
blunt.
voice message, it was like, what the fuck is
Like, yo,
wrong
you
with
coming or not, shorty?
Basically like that. Like, oh, because I'll have somebody else coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I got options. You heard?
I remember. Nah, no cap.
It was so mean. I'm like,
'Cause-
what the fuck is wrong with him?
I'm like, yo, let me know if you're gonna come because if not, I'm just gonna have someone else come. So
Facts.
like, I need to know if you're coming or not. Let me know.
No, you see how we saying it
sound like
calm.
that.
I knew it
But
was
it
a-
wasn't-
I didn't say it like that.
It
No,
wasn't
no,
like
no,
that.
I'm not feeling some type of way right now.
So
I'm chilling.
more or less, you didn't like the delivery. is
No,
what
I'm
you were
very
saying.
sentimental, so
Alright.
you gotta say it
I'm
right.
a blunt person. I just say something with no filter. If you feel some type of way, you feel some type of way.
Nah, I got you. So,
So-
all right, now more or less. So now you guys meet up again, right? More or less. How did y'all connect on that level? Like, how did y'all end up like y'all started doing videos together? Because now I see like you start doing videos.
It took a pause.
Nah,
it took
it
a
did
pause?
take a pause.
It did take a
Now, when that pause happened, that's because we weren't never texting each other with hearts, nothing. So the day of Boston, like after the whole Sugar Factory event, everything like that, when we were headed to our train, I exchanged, you know, information with her and shit. And so I was like, oh, you know, I don't really follow anybody because I don't follow anyone on Instagram. It's just I'm very big on who I follow.
Yeah, you're selective.
So I'm like, oh, I don't follow anybody, but I'll follow you. And mind you, she has more followers
she
than me.
had to earn that.
Yeah, so
And it's funny because I do have more followers.
Oh,
than
you
Yeah,
do?
so
How many
yeah.
followers you got?
like 300K almost.
300,000.
Instagram, and then I have almost 900K on TikTok.
Oh shit, that's a crazy flex. Hold on, you can't just be saying that like it's like 2,000
Yeah.
followers.
Nah, so
Oh, you popping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
And how'd you wait? Hold on. I need to ask you. How'd you figure that out? How'd you get so many like that? What kind of videos you was doing? Dancing too, or like?
same.
I do everything. Like I do modeling, dancing.
Oh,
I do
modeling.
Like
yeah.
the
People love
sometimes-
females. Females be at 1,000,000 all the time. Now, how the fuck?
I have a back condition though.
Okay.
I blew
Yeah.
up off of my spinal condition because everybody was talking shit.
Are you giving your story type thing, or you like talking about like what happened and stuff like,
Like that's
that?
how I blew up because of
Is
my
her
back.
Her back is like arched.
Like let me show you a picture. Hold on. This
So
is my
she
back.
she has lordosis, right? That's
lumbar
how you say
lordosis. So this is
that.
how my back looks.
Oh, gotcha. It gives you that arch.
So everybody thought like I was doing that on purpose for the attention.
Oh yeah,
or
when they
whatever.
be doing a picture, they be like,
Yeah, so everybody was like, why the fuck she bending her back like that? Da, da,
Oh,
da, da.
that's
And
crazy. It took off.
Yeah.
But mad hate, like mad people trying to hate.
Mad
So, but
hate.
that made you
Yeah.
great. That's crazy.
But now a lot of people like there'll be some people who honestly, yeah, they'll comment and be like, why are you arching your back, da, 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 or your back's broken or something. And there's a lot of people who actually like defend her in the comments.
Yeah, for sure, because you got your fans that are gonna ride for you.
Yeah, so it's
he was one of those. That thought something was wrong with my back.
but that was the first day. I never commented.
But it's crazy. Imagine you coming back like, why the fuck you worried about it? Like, person is like to be like, damn.
So when that happened, that was the first day that we met in New York.
Yeah.
So our old mutual friend, he was like, oh, this girl's gonna be there. And I'm like, who? And then he showed me, he's like, look. And then I'm looking, and I'm like, why the fuck her back like that? And then, and then he starts laughing, and then he's like,
"You see how messy he is?"
Yeah,
no, that's not messy.
The friend was
He's just being honest. He's being honest.
So then, what do you want to call it? So then, next thing you know, I go and I'm looking. I'm like, he starts laughing, and then he's like, "Bro, she's born like that. It's a condition." I was like, "Really?" And I was like, I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." Yeah. Because I never knew someone could have that.
Already know.
Because growing up in Prague, I'm seeing like all these like girls. Como así,
just forcing it.
They be doing that on purpose. I be seeing females like you could tell, like when your chest, like my chest don't poke out. When your chest pokes out, you doing it on purpose.
That's a fact. All right, so now you guys are going back and forth. Basically, what I'm going to get to is like, when did y'all decide? Because obviously, this is what you're doing now full time. Did you tell her like, yo, you want to start doing videos with me, or like how did that get to that level?
This is in April.
Okay, this April of this year.
Yes.
Oh, then this is mad recent. Mm-hmm. That's fire.
April, he like, I don't know. I guess he was trying to do this like April Fool's
prank
on me.
Okay, whatever. Right there to hit there. Let me just,
So he basically asked me, do you want to go on a movie date or whatever?
Oh,
but then
something calm.
Pride Place? You gotta go to Pride Place.
No, we did.
We
the
did.
Movies.
The
movies.
All right.
Gotta bring it back where it started.
$5 Tuesdays?
What?
I'm all about it.
I don't ever pay for a movie ticket.
Oh, word?
It's all free.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Okay.
But he was like, like if I said no, he was gonna hit me with this April Fool's prank.
So you already had a backup. Exactly. I like this. I like the steez.
But right. So I was literally coming that week after he asked me out. We went out, and then went out to the movies, went back to his crib, we chilled.
Started vibing and like,
and then I was coming back repetitively for him now.
All right, so my G. So now, y'all after the date, when did you like decide say, let me, because you were dancing as well on your videos on your own?
Yeah,
or not really?
I'm always dancing.
Also, it just makes sense. Pretty much like if I meet another person that does podcasts, I'm gonna be like, yo, why you don't be my co-host? Got you. Okay, so when y'all did your first video, do you guys rehearse these things, or like do you how many hours a week do you spend like practicing?
So this is where we differ at. We both did professional dancing or whatever.
Right.
But I learned quick.
Okay.
I learned slow.
It takes him, like, I kid you not, yesterday I was so aggravated.
Yeah.
Because we started dancing around like late-ish 6.
Right.
We didn't get home till like basically 12.
Wow, it's like almost a job.
And we was on one dance for like 2-3 hours. I kid you not.
Well, like just trying to figure it out.
You smell that? Bullshit.
No, it's not no bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. He takes forever to learn a dance.
You kept messing up.
What? First of all,
it was 2. Listen, it takes 2.
No, it really.
It takes 2 to make it.
It just took you. It just took him. But yeah, so we would learn a dance. Like I like to learn dances on spot. With him, he would like to learn it a day before.
Right.
So that's where it just.
So because that's the thing. Like she'll be like, we'll talk about like, say if you write down in your notes this, that, the third, right? We'll have that. She'll come up with some 3 random different shit.
She'll just throw a crowbar on the whole shit.
I'm like, bro, like
because I'm trying to put him onto the technique that I did in.
But that's the thing, which we both have different techniques, especially how we post and everything.
What's your style of dancing, more or less?
Me, breakdancing.
I
grew up breakdancing and doing more of like
pop lock,
stuff like that, finger tuck,
job.
Stuff like that. Boop,
Oh shit, get him!
But I don't that TikTok stuff like all that. You know,
it looks mad easy when they be doing it.
It's just it's not. So
I want to start dancing.
Yeah, until you get up and you really start doing the move.
Fucking break my back.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a different like. it's a different world.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. One, because my muscles are used to doing something completely different.
Right.
So now I'm over here doing this, using hips, como like.
Yeah, como una bachata, right? Like a little.
In a way, but it's not my liking.
Right.
However,
it's different.
That's what gets you more views.
Yeah,
than
people like. Now, what's your style of dancing, more or less?
I used to do hip hop, contemporary.
Okay.
I used to do like ballet.
I was gonna say ballet.
I used to do Caribbean
jazz
dance as well too.
Right,
like, you know, you move your waist and.
Oh, okay. Like capoeira. You know how people do capoeira and all that stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, we do soca music or we'll do Afrobeat. Like that's what I'm used to doing, all that.
Yeah, I've been noticing you guys been gearing to, as far as the music, it's not like hip hop or nothing. You're gearing like tropical music.
Because it's whatever
Caribbean.
brings views. Like unfortunately, real dancing don't bring you as much reach unless you're like somebody, like let's just say you're Chris Brown's backup dancer. Then it's easier for you. But like for us, the TikTok dances really get you over reach.
That's where it's at.
Most of the TikTok dances are transforming into Instagram too.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of TikTok dances are going more on Instagram.
Right.
So it's literally just copy paste the videos. That's it. Yep. So it's easy.
How much on average would you say that you guys spend dancing in total, like every week or daily?
I'm not gonna lie. Lately, we've been taking a little break due to the fact that it's been so much more opportunities and stuff, and we're so tired.
Yeah,
so it's like it takes so much, and then our sleeping schedule literally got so like
twisted. We've been fixing it because like it's been bad.
Now we've been getting it. I'm not gonna lie, we've been getting up early. Lately, we will get up at like 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
Whenever the fuck you want, right? That's the beauty of doing your own thing. Yeah, that's fine. Because you out late, too.
But it's bad, though, because now you're eating breakfast.
You don't have a schedule.
You eating breakfast basically at dinner time.
Yeah,
I was cooking, and I didn't finish cooking until like 3 a.m. in the morning. So we eating dinner in the morning time.
At least y'all being productive, because I had that lifestyle and I was just partying, doing drugs, getting crazy. So you, at least you're actually making like money off of it and doing what
I
you
lived
love
that
to do.
Party life.
Yeah,
long time, like when I was 17.
I didn't.
No, that's good.
Did.
Also,
yeah,
you
so
good.
Yeah, she don't drink. She don't smoke.
She's a good girl.
Yeah, I graduated high school when I was 16.
Oh, I like that. So it's honor roll student, all that. You went to college too?
Yeah.
She's
what
in
college did you go
year.
to? Oh, you're still in college? That's good. See, don't give up. That's motivation out there all in itself. Even though you guys are popping, you're still pursuing your education.
Work hard.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, do you still have the uniform, the security guard uniform?
Yeah. So the one in most of the podcasts that I'm in, it's I ordered it on Amazon. So
you got a new one?
So the one that I have now, I have multiple ones, but I made them. You know what I mean?
Oh, your own?
I have my people that they have like their own like manufacturers.
Oh, that's
and then
fire.
I'll just go and I'll be like, all right, boom, 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 make the logo, and then they'll print it out, boom. I'll bring them with the blanks.
That's
it. So yeah, it says Tropicana Danny, and then it said like sturdy security guard with the palm trees.
Nice.
And then it says the date that I started, so February 19th.
Oh, you
right
got
there.
it. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's
so
dope.
that's
Now,
a badge.
Can people? Are you selling them as merch as well? Can people purchase them, or is that your own? That's your own thing.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about doing any type of merch?
So I had merch, like I had a website and everything like that. But it honestly, like it's so much. Like I don't have someone else to like take care of that stuff.
Right.
Because it's like, again, I started a year ago. I already came out with merch, hats, Crocs, all that stuff, and I was selling a bunch to the schools. Like the schools, they have school stores.
Right.
So the schools were buying it, and then I had to keep pushing out mad product. Then I started, having to go to meetings, and then having to do videos, and then there's like so much stuff getting thrown all at once.
Absolutely.
I couldn't handle, you know what I mean?
It was just too much shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, so now I want to like lead into more like another thing that you do, which is a beautiful thing. You started going to schools and like popping up and doing content there, and the kids love you. You're like literally a celebrity out here. What made you decide that you wanted to do that? You just woke up one day and said, let me pop up out of school and just do a dance?
Yeah, so I couldn't really go to any of the malls anymore. That was after the work mall. I know we'll probably jump into that.
Oh yeah, we got it. We can't skip that. So
yeah.
what? Let's go that real quick. So what? They ended up kicking you out or something, right? In the mall.
Yeah. So basically, I showed up to the mall once upon a time with one of my boys, because when I was doing my videos in the beginning, I was putting the phone down, listening to drill music, just getting sturdy. So it wasn't about no like positive. It was just doing like any type of like video. You know what I mean? It didn't matter about the music, nothing. So I was doing my videos or whatever. Then I switched it up to giving high fives and all that stuff.
Right.
So then at the time that I went to the mall, I work mall. That's when I started doing the whole high five stuff. So that day that I went with let me see, it was two of my boys, and they're from the South. So they had their shiesties on, everything like that. I'm just wearing a security shirt.
So you got stereotyped pretty much.
Yeah, and not kind of sort of. Till one of my boys decided to pull a Habibi's beard and then start getting sturdy. And then CJ.
Out.
Right.
Yeah.
He went too far.
Then the Habibi starts chasing him from his own kiosk all the way outside.
Hey, my friend.
Yeah. No, he's like, don't
what the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah. You don't want to hear my Habibi voice.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
He's like, don't go nowhere. You pulled in my beard. And then he's like, tell your friend he better not come anymore. So then next thing you know, we go outside. So then we go outside, and the security guard, he goes and says, aren't you the guy from TikTok? And I'm like, yeah.
They knew you.
Yeah, they already know who I was. So then he's like, oh, you're good. Because my boy, he called me. He's like, yo, the security got me. So just me showing up got my boy out of trouble. He didn't ask no question, nothing. He said, aren't you the guy from TikTok? He's like, yeah. He's like, aren't you the security guy from Problems with Mom? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh you're good. So then we dip. We come back a whole nother time.
So that day you was good money.
We was good. We bounced. So then I guess probably that security guy got in trouble for letting us go because he didn't really know what happened. But he let us go because he was told to stop him. But anyways, so we go again. Just me and my other boy.
Right.
I went to go film. Forget about it. They had the police officer.
Yep.
They had the police officer. They had the security guard, the director. They literally escorted me right out. I said,
they was waiting for you deep.
I did a video when they did that too. And that video went viral. It's on my TikTok.
Right.
It went mad viral. And I was like, yo, I don't care. I'm a film. So I'm filming them as they're walking me out. And I'm doing flips and everything like that.
That's wild.
And then they're like, oh, don't come back. I said, I'm not even trespassing. Y'all just at this point just doing.
So they literally banned you more or less. You couldn't. You
in a way.
Yeah.
So I went again. A couple months after.
Yeah.
Bro, I wasn't even dancing.
You was just there.
I was just there. Kicks me out.
Again.
No written trespass, no nothing. Because when you trespass someone, you have to have it written.
Sign in writing.
Information, all that.
Right. They got to take your ID.
Kicks me out. Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even dancing. Y'all doing the most. So then I come back.
The hate is
again.
real.
Yeah, I come back again. And this time when I come back with my boy who pulled the Habibi's beard. He had a shirt on. I came back with 1, 2, 3 of my other boys. And then it was just me. So it was like
at that point you was just trying to prove a point. You like, yo, y'all want to keep fucking with me? I'm coming back.
I was going to do a meet and greet, right?
Oh, okay.
And do a quick video, whatever. And I go to Subway because as soon as I walk in with them, I peep one of the security guards. He goes and he turns and he does this. And I told him, I'm like, yo, you see that guy right there? Don't look at him. I was like, he just called for backup. And then because there's 30 plus kids waiting for me over there. So they had all those kids in the front of the mall outside. So they had the police and the security guards keeping those kids outside that were there to see me.
The kids already knew you was popping up?
All of them.
Crazy.
So they had all of them blocked right there. The police was all the way in the front. They had a security guard here. They had security over on the other side. So when he made that call, I go and I'm like, yo, don't do anything. Just act like we're going to order. So I go and we're right here where Subway is.
The full court?
Yeah. So we're where Subway is. I look to my side, yo, I see that same police officer that kicked me out mad times, heated, comes up with the other security guard and I think 3 other security guards, and then I'm like, yo, let's walk this way. So we go, and then he starts screaming, stop.
Oh, this is an actual cop.
Yeah, actual police.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, it's lame.
And they on you just for dancing? That's wild.
So then, boom, next thing you know, that happens. I stop. And then I go and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, great. All right. And I'm like, I stop. He's like, what's your full name and address? Just like that. That's all he said. I said, for what? And then I got the video too. I said, for what? He's like, what do you say? I think it's something basically like, oh, because I'm asking you. I said, because you're asking me, Tropicana Danny, you know my name. Yeah. And then he was like, no, what's your full name and your address? Give me your real name. I was like, I don't have to give you my real name. Did I commit a crime?
He was on a power trip that day.
Yeah, no, that power walk was serious. Yeah. So I didn't give him my information, nothing like that. Then he tried to touch me. So when he touched me, I'm like, bro, I don't care who you are. So I went like that. I juked him, and then I took off. And so when I took off, there was kids following me. So I started running. All the security guards are coming out from cuts, and I'm just like, I'm out because
this some movie type shit.
Bro, they
more cop and shit.
Bro, it was crazy because like I don't know who hires these people, but I mean, like, no offense, but I'm a blunt person.
Yeah.
But like, you go to Providence Place Mall, you see the security there. They 10 toes, like they fit to the fittest. You know what I mean? You go to Warwick Mall,
they're looking like more cop for real. Sloppy.
The Warwick Mall, they look like Paul Blart type of cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways,
so did you make it out of there again?
So I made it out. So now as I'm going, there's a lady with a dog about to let her dog go.
No way.
Because I like zipper. I had all black on because I would always walk around with like a windbreaker that was black.
Yeah.
And so the lady, I'm Hispanic, wearing all black.
Yeah.
You don't think that you know what I mean? Yeah. So you know how Warwick Mall is.
Yeah.
So she was about to let her dogs go.
He's a criminal.
And then, bro, a random Mustang, a Caucasian guy on a Mustang tries running me over. Like, I'm running, and he's literally...
A Mustang, bro?
Bro, starts freaking chasing after me, and I look back, and I thought it was like a security guard in his whip or something. Bro, it was like a
regular, someone who had nothing to do with it.
No one that had anything to do with it.
Yo,
so as he's going, I dropped my phone, and you can see on my phone, let me see. You can see like right here. Like, you see the crack?
It has a crack, on the corner.
Bro, and this is when the 15 came out, the 15 Max Pro. Bro, boom, right out of my pockets. The car is right here, bro. I said, nah, I need that phone.
I need my phone back.
Bro, I turn around and I go and I grab it. And mind you, where I'm running, the tire place, that's where the mall is, the Warwick Mall, I came out from that exit. And then I'm running. I'm like, damn, I don't know where to run because the car is all the way over here.
Yeah.
So I keep running. And then there's a fence and the highway's right there. The fence already had like a U type thing.
Yeah.
And it was pretty high. It was like probably like 6 feet tall.
You was going to try to jump it, but then you said, nah.
No.
You jumped it?
I flipped it. I didn't jump it.
You a beast.
So
bro.
I ran, and then I did a front flip right over, and I rolled right where the fence, because it like bend it. Yeah. And I rolled right over, and then... you
want some Jackie Chan shit, bro.
I see it every day.
It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first time, because like I said, I did parkour. I was always going into buildings.
That shit's wild.
Mad crazy stuff. But the police officer, there's 2 cruisers coming this way. Security coming this way in the cruiser, and then this random ass freaking Caucasian dude in a Mustang.
Had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Jack Blue, right? So they're all closing in, and I have that one spot. So I'm over here running. Mind you, I ran from the food court. Oh,
damn, you trooped it.
Bro, I was out. So I go and I flip over. By the time I go over, like I go and I turn, get my phone, come back. The police officer came off already. I jumped over the fence. Yo, I never seen a cop throw himself over a fence the way I see that.
All this for you, just literally. I mean, what's the worst charge that you could get? Trespassing for this?
No, so
they would have thought you was a terrorist or some shit.
Bro, I'm
That's
like, damn,
crazy.
bro. I'm hearing sirens, all that. So I go, and the highway's right there. I'm like, bet I'm gonna just get on the highway, and I'm like, you know what?
Fuck it, right?
I get on the highway, it's gonna be even worse. They're probably gonna have state troopers, helicopters.
It's not even worth it at this point.
So I just stopped. The police officer came. He was like, oh, like pointing. I don't know if he was pointing a gun or what the heck. But he had his light. He's like, don't move. Don't fucking move.
They went extra crazy.
I'm like, what the heck? So then I'm like, bro, you got me. You're good. And then I have my phone in my hand still. And he's like, don't move. And I'm like, I'm putting my phone in my pocket. He's like, don't move. And I'm like,
you thought you was going to get blasted probably at that moment.
Bro, blast me, go ahead. Because the way I was already thinking was like, bro, you do something to me, like you're like, I'm mad big, bro. You can't, like, you know what I mean? So that was how my mind was at that point. So I put my phone right in my pocket, and I'm like, bro, like you're doing the most. So then he goes and they handcuffed me. The cop that was chasing me in the beginning, like the first ever cop, obviously couldn't go over the fence. So they were trying to figure out how to...
I need backup.
Bro, they were trying to figure out how to get me over the fence. And the fence went from 6 feet all the way down to like 4. Because the police officer, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the security guard goes and he's like, oh, you broke our fence. I was like, no, I didn't, you fucking rookie.
Wow.
Just like that. Because it's like, bro, I didn't break the fence. I didn't even... Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
They try to pin you with extra shit. That's what it was.
So, boom. Next thing you know, they take me in. The people that I was with, the police officer said if she didn't give my information, because I was with, someone.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, and he was like, if you don't give me his full name and his address.
You were going to jail?
He's getting like locked up and shit.
Yeah.
She's like, well, did he tell you? And then he's like, no, that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, I can't give you that information.
Gotcha.
So then they took me in.
They locked you up?
Yeah, so they put me in the system or whatever. And then I got out. And then
next day type shit.
Nah,
probably same day, right?
it was on a Friday too.
Wow, that's crazy.
But it was because it was nothing like.
Yeah, it's bullshit if you think about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So they just wanted my information.
They just want to know who you were. They were fiending to figure out. Yeah, they were
big
fiending.
time. So boom, that happened. Next thing you know, bro, that actually lasted.
You probably went more viral now, right? More crazy viral.
No, so then the security guards from there made a fake Instagram page of me and put my profile picture of me in the cruiser in the back.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm like, yo, these people are mad corny. So
that's
like,
wild.
To this day, it's work more okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, that happened, and I dealt with court from October all the way to February.
You had to go to court now? All this shit?
Bro, I never dealt with any, like, bro,
never got in trouble, nothing?
Never, nothing.
That's
but
wild.
I never knew what the heck a public defender was until I dealt with him.
That's crazy.
Bro, that shit stretched from October to February. And
That's
February,
crazy.
like, late February, like, bro,
they were going extras. They made it like you caught a body or some crazy shit pretty much. Like,
bro, it was
this shit's
bad.
wild.
I'm like, for damn, like, so,
did they drop everything though at the end? Everything got dropped.
So everything got dropped. However, like, now I gotta expunge it because it's still on there. And then I guess there's this freaking.
Man, that sucks. I'm sorry you had to go through all this bullshit.
I'm glad it happened. Honestly,
yeah, everything happens for a reason, right?
You know what I mean? But
now you got more of a story too. To be honest, I mean, it sucks. It has to be that way, but
bro.
So now you just working together to expunge more or less?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was just letting it sit down. I'm like,
yeah, you didn't even care.
But
It's
now
not that
it's like, you know what? Let me just.
You don't want it on your.
Yeah, because if you look at my name and then you see that, you're like, oh wait.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's not crazy though.
Just for dancing. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like my first time ever dealing with anything.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's showing up to them all.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. All right, so once that happens, now you said, let me just go to schools now? You didn't think it was not?
Yeah. So I was like, well, at that point, I can't go to no mall because they're doing the malls. I can't go to Providence Place Mall because they're always on it.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then I can't go to Warwick Mall because they just racist about it too.
Yeah.
So
you should have went to Seekonk. Yo, imagine. Now you're like, fuck that shit. I'm coming. Even worse.
Seekonk's Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's different. She doesn't know anything about Seekonk.
No.
The only thing I know is Braintree Mall.
Yeah, Braintree. Yeah, that's where you go to get the Louis. I know. I'm hip.
Yeah. So basically, after that whole Warwick Mall thing, that was in October. That happened. I think like October 11th, around there, somewhere around there. So October 20 something.
This is 2023 now.
Yeah.
2023.
Almost. That's when I was like, you know what? Let me go to school. So I started making pools on Instagram. I'll post it on Snapchat. I'll do lives and say add my Snapchat, boom, so people can stay up to date. Because a lot of the kids, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I started doing pools. Who
wants to see me at their school? Like shit like that?
And then I'll have them basically like whenever they type down the name, they'll put like Johnson, because TikTok, you can put pools where it's through the comments.
Gotcha.
So I'll say if you go to Warwick or if you go to this school. I wasn't claiming any Warwick schools at that time frame though. But Cranston East High School was the first school for me to pop up to.
Gave you an opportunity?
So it was just the kids. So I showed up. I didn't ask no permission. I went to like 20-something schools, no permission.
Wow.
Then when I did my first school, Cranston, that was Cranston East High School, bro, they like the whole street shut down. Like cops were there. They already knew who I was because I was in something during the summer, like the Johnny,
like an event, summer event.
It was the St. Mary's feast.
Oh, the St. Mary's. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't see you at that time because I used to be out there.
It was what's that guy's name? I'm sorry if he's watching it. I forgot his name. It's like John. I don't know. He walked with the police and he just like filmed stuff.
Oh, Juan on the scene. Is it the John DePietro?
Yeah.
Did he got you out? Oh, that's great. He got a big following too.
Yeah, so a lot of people were sending me screenshots of me on his thing. I'm like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? Because I don't do anything in Cranston. I'm not like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm just starting. So I was doing videos a lot at that time frame with police officers, like showing like the piece, like breaking that. You know what I mean? That
because
ice.
of the music and all that and everything you're doing. Yeah.
So that's where most of my videos were consisting with state troopers, police officers. You know,
that's fine. You started getting love. How ironic that you ended up getting charged for this shit.
Then I got that. That started getting love. Yeah. So. Then next thing you know, I was like, you know what, let me do the schools. Boom. Then the schools, after I finished that school, started blowing up everywhere, like
crazy,
everywhere. So then what was it, like different pages started posting and everything like that. And then schools, I found out, were talking to each other in the Cranston community and then like different areas, because when that happened, all the teachers started following and principals and stuff, because they're like, okay, what school is next?
Yeah.
What school is next? You know what I mean? Trying to figure out.
So I can assume that Cranston, that's like that's one of your most supportive communities, right? It's crazy. I was in Providence, right? But it's never where you're from.
Yeah, no, Providence too. But I feel like in Rhode Island in general, there's a lot of haters. You know what I mean? Providence too. There's a lot of like fake people. Like they'll be like, oh, aren't you that guy that does those dances? And I'll be like, yeah, and they'll be like, thought so. And they'll walk on, I'm like,
mad corny. Like, no, you can ask for a picture if you want one. You know what I'm saying?
No, and I say that too. When they have that reply, like, do you want a picture? And they're like, nah, I'm good. But I already know, like, they already hate you. You know what I mean?
But it's all good. You're doing something great. It's going to be like that. Not everybody's going to like you.
You ain't doing it right.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right, so you go from doing the Cranston schools. What would you say was, like, the biggest crowd you ever, like, Bain, like, how many people you think?
Bain Middle School, yo, I never got, bro, I'm not a scared person. I don't get scared for anything.
Yeah.
Like, you can ask her, bro, like, literally nothing.
Yeah.
That day I went to Bain Middle School in Cranston, bro, it's like, you ever, like, in those movies, you hear the horses, like,
no,
galloping?
like 300? Like, what are them,
bro,
the
like,
war movies?
800 plus, bro.
Damn.
Garbages.
Bro, waiting for you. They're waiting for you?
Bro, they just came out of the school. They were like looking and stuff. Like, I showed her the video.
Yeah,
she was like,
he tells me the stories.
Yo, it's crazy.
I need to hear this. Let me hear this. What happened?
Freaking, as they're storming, bro, like, you can literally see a bit of cloud of dust. Like, because at the time it was spring, so the pollen and everything like that.
Yo.
But, bro, like, the garbage cans, boom, boom, boom.
It knocked everything over?
Bro, there's literally cars in the street beeping the horn, like, they can't move.
Oh,
so they're coming down the whole entire road. The police block off the whole freaking street, bro. It was crazy.
And you were there. You so you must have been, because sometimes you might think, yo, they're gonna fucking bombard me, right?
Bro, I'm like, whoa, damn. I was like, you know what?
Yo, chill.
I'm gonna have to, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yo, they were, bro, the video.
Do they ever like try to grab you and stuff like that? Like they start hugging you and crazy shit like that? Or they like they know the boundaries.
They know what's up. They don't really, like, they listen to me. That's one thing. I got, like, fire. All these kids, like, they literally respect me, like, big time. You know what I mean? So I never really have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But that was like the most craziest, and it wasn't even a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Because I dealt with East Providence, and that's over 2,000 something students.
And they all pulled up. They was all outside.
I did their pep rally.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it was crazy. Like the hype that I got, like it was really dope. I did a lot of pep rallies, homecomings, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And that's based off of me just saying, you know what? Let me show up to these schools, not even ask permission. Then schools started reaching out to me all over, from Newport, from Mass, from Florida, like all over. So,
wow. Yeah. Now, are you still doing the sturdy challenges?
Really? Nah, those were pretty fun. I wasn't doing those really anymore. I started changing up a little bit of things. It was kind of like a phase at the time. But those were fun.
What other states have you done? That you had these viral moments besides obviously New York and
Florida.
Florida as well?
Florida, that's where I actually hit 100+ K in Florida. Because when I went to Florida, I had only like 32 something K, and then I stayed in Florida for a month.
Got you.
And then I came back, I was at like 100 and something K, and then I went back to New York City, and then I came back to Prov. I was doing like just trips. Mind you, I wasn't working anymore. So I went to Florida to get rid of the car that I built that named after me and everything like that. Yeah. To have all that money and then just like invest in myself and what I want to do.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Has anybody ever bugged out when they seen you in person? Like, have you ever had a moment like, some people, oh my God, they start screaming and shit?
That's like every time.
Yeah?
Like that's parents in their cars. Because like I said, I live in downtown. So, like I was on a scooter. Have you experienced it with me before? Like in a whip? Yeah. Right? It happens so many times. I'd be forgetting.
That's crazy.
But like it's crazy.
How does that make you feel coming from such humble beginnings and going through all the shit you went through? You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Like to this day, I still be like, damn, like we had an approach yesterday, right?
You can't believe it sometimes, right?
No, it's so shocking. Like there's places that I've been to go eat breakfast and stuff like that. And I went with one of my boys. He's like 38. He was actually on the show. Danny.
Oh, Danny from Atrium. Yeah.
So I was with Danny. We were eating or whatever for breakfast. He was like, "Oh, let me, like take it out. Like I got you, bro." So we eating or whatever, and bill comes, boom, and the lady's like, "You all set?"
You don't gotta worry.
Like,
Can you do a flip over the table?
No, but I've had that happen before.
Yo, that's why you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I've been getting random requests.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was crazy because she didn't make it known, and that's one thing that I like.
That's dope.
Is that she didn't say, "Oh, aren't you the guy?" This and that.
Yeah,
I like
she didn't make it
more,
awkward, right? Yeah.
Not awkward.
But like treated you like normal,
like a normal person. You know, I like
to
to be treated mad normal.
Exactly.
Like, I don't like to be treated like this high person, even though like
because you earned it.
It comes from my heart. You know what I mean? It doesn't come from.
You're humble. You're humble.
Yeah. So. When she did that, me and him were like, "Wait, what?" And then she was like, "It's for everything that you do for the kids. You went to my son's school." I was like, "That's mad dope." So he was super. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start going out with you more, dude."
Yeah, man. Imagine next time you go out, like, let me get a to-go order. Let me get some steak.
No, but
ordering that crazy shit.
There's a lot of times that's happened. But yeah, no, definitely
that's fire, bro. And now, what are the ups and downs of being Tropicana, Danny? Because I'm sure not everything is all what it seems to be sometimes.
So I can say like. Let me see.
You gave us pretty much all the ups. Yeah. What are some of the downs?
So the downs is mainly like you gotta hustle.
Yeah.
Like when you gotta hustle, like a lot of people think you're making your money straight from TikTok.
Yeah.
You really make nothing on TikTok.
So you don't really get crazy checks like they say. This is why I'm trying to do the YouTube shit. Yeah, I'm focused on the YouTube right now.
TikTok is cheap.
Yeah, mad cheap.
I seen the breakdown. Like somebody had like millions of views. I think they sent them like a $2,000 check or some crazy shit like that. And
they do it by cents now.
They do it by cents.
Oh, that's wild. It's sort of like streaming music. The same thing. Because when I stream music, you don't get nothing off of that, and you could get millions of spins. But all right, so you're not really seeing much income on the TikTok.
Even if you're like on live, like I made, what was it on a live? Yo, what was it? Shout out to Mayor Flanagan.
Shout out to Mayor Flanagan.
Yeah, right. But he was on my live. He sent me 3 lines. 3 lines at the time was like $200, $300 something.
Damn.
Wow, yeah. That's fucking crazy. Yeah.
I was like, what? But
that's fire, bro.
But he sent those, and I'm like, bet I'm gonna have a big check. Like, you know what I mean?
They took taxes like a motherfucker out that shit.
I mean, like $243.
Wow.
Damn.
Instagram does that too.
Yeah,
Instagram pays you a lot, but I remember one time they literally took $300 out of my stuff before. I wanted to cry.
Wow. So I'm pretty sure you make more money probably, because that was another question I have. If you do like a private event or like someone wants to collaborate with you or even giving someone a shout out, you do stuff like that? Like you do little videos and stuff like that and shout people out? And
I don't really post. I got to, but I haven't really posted as like only on my stories.
You'll make money. You'll start making money.
I do Spider-Man birthday parties.
Oh, that's dope.
I have like almost like all the costumes. Yeah. I do all the birthday. I want to do a Deadpool one, but
I seen you as the Grinch too. That was pretty fun.
That one was just like messing around or whatever. But I do a lot of birthday parties just like Spider-Man. Yeah, and she was surprised on how much like cake.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wasn't surprised. Yeah. I was more hyped.
Yeah. Because for an hour, like depending on where it's at, everything like that, like I'll start at $250. None of my prices are below $200. You know what I mean?
But you're reasonable because there's people that got clout and they're like, $1,000. Like, bro, like
no, they got clout.
Clout.
They don't really be having no clout.
That's crazy.
Because so like the thing is like on my Facebook, I even have it on the marketplace. I'm pretty sure if you probably put like Spider-Man or whatever.
So that's how they can. How can they book you for stuff like that? Is it through the DM or you have like a direct?
It's like link? That. The link, I still gotta figure out the whole like website thing. I had a website and then I took it off certain reasons, but basically I have discounts for single mothers. So
that's fine.
If you're a single mom, you get a discount. You know what I mean?
That's
because
dope.
Like I said, I came from a single mom, 7 kids. Yeah. Had a house, sold it, moved to Florida, was staying in like resorts and Airbnbs and stuff like that. Until she found where she wanted to stay at. Right. But she did that because she wanted all my other siblings to have a better education in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So they done failing grade in Florida is a C. Like, you know what I mean? But that's basically, Spider-Man I was doing and stuff like that.
For birthdays and stuff. So
Birthdays.
so now if they want to contact you for any type of parties or any, you know.
I show up as me. I've done that.
Where do they go once again? Where can they follow you at for those who don't know and contact you?
Instagram, Facebook, because I know a lot of parents are on Facebook.
Exactly.
Tropicana Danny. Don't ever get afraid to hit me up.
Word.
The followings, don't worry about the numbers. Just DM me. A
Yeah,
lot of people
dope.
be scared.
You respond?
I respond to everyone.
Some people don't, because people sometimes they say that it got hidden. I don't know if that's true.
It gets hidden, but they
capping, right? No, it really does.
No,
all right, especially when you got a lot of.
When you got a lot, yeah. Same thing with like Snapchat. Because I have a huge following on there. She doesn't. I don't know. You don't get
it's
that.
like
right?
right here. See hidden.
You got like thousands of hidden requests.
So you gotta like scroll.
See, we seeing it here first on the Jmack Experience podcast. Now, where can they follow you at? As well.
I only really have TikTok.
Right. Where can they follow you on the Instagram and TikTok?
Instagram. The name is kind of long now. Got to change it. But
That's fine. We'll put it out there for people to.
My Instagram is the real pretty Ling _
The real
with 2
pretty
G's.
Ling. Got you.
And then TikTok is pretty Ling.
Pretty Ling. All right, bet. So you also do like meet and greets and stuff like that too, or
She started.
you starting to do it together?
I'm really
You guys do it
shy.
together? Oh, okay.
So it's like I'm really like trying to come out of my shell more.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll get there.
I was always trying to do them and everything. But
Yeah. Well, you never know. You guys can do something as a group, and I'm sure that they will want, because now you're part of his, you know, where his journey's going right now. So I think people would like to have y'all both there. To be honest,
we've been
grew
doing a lot.
I'm excited
together.
y'all both here. To be honest, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now do you make your own music mixes? We're about to wrap it up soon, but do you make your own music mixes for your video? You don't do your, because I know I'm big. I'm as you could tell, I mentioned him a few times, but I'm big on. Shout outs to Kid the Wiz, man. He's like one of my favorite.
Oh my God, yeah,
he's dope, bro. He's dope. He just did something with Yankee Stadium and all that.
Yeah.
That was really big. You know what I mean? So, you know, I know him. He commented a few times. I wrote, and he's mad humble too.
No, he is.
Yeah. So I seen that he was doing his own mixes though. He does like his own music and all that.
I think it's like what Kid the Wiz on the track.
Yeah, Kid the Wiz on the track. Yeah.
Kid the Wiz on the track.
That's great. Have you ever met him as well?
Nah, I never met him. I just watched.
I think y'all
videos.
do some crazy shit together.
We're
That'd be
mutuals on
crazy.
Instagram. I would love to. I think it's on Instagram and TikTok, but yeah, we should get him out.
Yeah,
here.
Daniela was trying to have me
Really?
collab with him.
You
Yeah.
should have did it. What's wrong with you?
Oh, because I was over here. Dealing with all
Well,
my,
maybe he'll see this and we'll make that shit happen. You never know. Have you ever thought about auditioning for like TV shows like American Idol and stuff like that, or not really?
So I did American Ninja Warrior before.
Oh, you
when I
did?
was younger. Yeah.
How was that? How did that go?
So I was doing it with one of my old friends. He worked at this gym called Layback Fitness. I believe it was like in Warwick or something like that.
Right.
And so we were gonna do it, and then I don't know what happened. He was taking care of all that stuff, but
Okay. So it didn't pan out more or less, right?
yeah. And then there was another one recently. They were asking me to be a co-host.
Right.
But I didn't really like the
vibe?
No. It wasn't the vibe. It was the contract that they wanted me to sign. All the words were smudged in together. There was no spaces. So
We'll
I'm
be
like,
raping you, raping you.
yeah. So I was like, I'm not gonna take the
you need
time
a lawyer
to break
for
it
stuff
apart.
like that.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm not doing
You
that.
did the smart thing. Now I gotta ask, who's the better dancer out of both of y'all?
We're both.
Equally?
Yeah.
Because he
Because
does the break dance and everything is his thing.
Okay,
I
got
do
you.
like
Yeah.
hip hop and stuff. I could
Like-
learn. I'm
Yeah,
good at
yeah.
learning, but
like
break
I
dancing.
I show her like the Brazilian type of dances because she
Right.
doesn't really know too much of that.
Right.
And then there's things that she'll teach me that I don't know of.
Absolutely. So it goes hand in hand.
It
That's
goes hand in
fire.
hand. Like
Yeah.
me, I taught. I worked at Fred Astaire, so I did ballroom, trot, swing, Zumba. So
Wow.
I taught dances like that. You know, so I show her a mix of things. She shows me. So
You teach? Do y'all teach classes as well? Like people that want to learn how to dance?
So there's dance studios that I'll book.
Right.
You know, to like one of them just reached out. But like I can't like really stay stuck in one spot.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So like if someone wants to do like one lesson here or there, you'll probably be down for it, right?
Yeah,
If the
so I've
money's
done
right,
those.
right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I usually do them. I'll do like for an hour. Do like
that's
150
fine.
or whatever, or something like that. Yeah.
That's fine. Now, how do you come up with your dance moves? You just practice it, or like do you like plan it out? Do you write it on paper, or do you see things that are trending and you try to master it? What do you?
Yeah. So
How do you come up with it?
It could be basically anything from like that's trending, and then we'll just mimic, and then we'll add a twist.
To your own.
Yeah, or we'll just make our own, and then go from there. So it's like a little mix of both.
Okay, cool. Now, I see. I recently heard that you're doing stuff with like the youth and stuff like that. I don't know if it's after school or
libraries.
How is that going for you, and what got you into doing that?
So they reached out to me. I never knew that libraries did what they do. Like in June, they had me go to about like 10 schools, and it was basically to talk to kids about the summer reading. Gotcha. And where to get a library card, and to show up to the local libraries because I'll be there. So I was doing that, and then now I'm in the whole part of where I'm just showing up to each library, nice. Or like the park, and just vibing out with kids. So it's basically a meet and greet, and then giving out like free books to kids and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing right now. So it's pretty dope.
I like it. What advice would you give to aspiring dancers out there and content creators, like people that want to go on the path that you've chosen with your life?
So I'd say definitely make sure you guys stay true to who you are. Don't change over because of like followers, because any day you can wake up and your account got hacked or it's taken down.
And you got to do a whole new one, right?
Yeah. So that's what happened to me back then with the whole card thing.
Yeah.
I had like 15K followers at that time, and it just disappeared. You know what I mean? But basically, don't let followers justify who you are as a person.
I like that.
Where I am right now is because it's who I am. You know what I mean? So you have to just be you. You just being yourself will get you farther than you can ever expect. And definitely, whenever you meet someone, just be you. Don't try to put yourself up as someone else in disguise, because at the end of the day, they're gonna see you later on, and you're gonna come out different, and then they'll notice that.
Stop front for the gram, right?
Exactly.
Like, a lot of people be front.
Please.
So
how about you? What advice would you give to those out? Because you up the same advice?
Basically the same advice, and also like just have confidence.
Yeah.
You don't always have to follow crowds. You could stand out.
Yeah. And don't overthink it, right? Especially when it comes to making content.
Don't overthink. Also, like, find what you're good at, because I tell people all the time, because everybody wants to be an influencer nowadays. Yeah. But it's not that easy.
Exactly.
Not everybody could be an influencer.
It's actual work.
It's a big risk.
Some people want not everybody's going to have the same career.
Right.
Some things just aren't for you. And I feel like some people are really noticing that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be yourself. Find your own career. Don't do what you just think is popping, because people like to follow trends.
Exactly.
So you set your own trend and you do what you got to do.
And be unique, right?
Yeah. Be unique. Plus, anything you do, be positive about it, and make sure that's it. Because positive energy carries. You know what I mean? You bring negative, it's gonna come back and smack you right in the back of your head.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's one of the best advice that we got on the show so far. So I want to get into album of the week real quick.
Album of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Album of the week this week is Lotto Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Have y'all heard it?
No,
I have not.
Y'all fucks with Lotto?
Don't even know who that is.
The rapper Lotto, the female? No? Yo, that's crazy.
you gotta show him a picture.
Yeah, if you show me a picture,
I'm sure you know who she is.
Me personally, no, that's not.
Yeah, you know. Okay, I got you. Well, it was either that or Logic. So I know
Logic.
Logic, yeah. So I know, but she's getting like a lot of good reviews. She's up and coming. Right now, females got the game on a smash. You know what I mean? So
I don't really like female rap like that.
Really?
Like, unless you really rapping for real. I don't really like all that freaky talk.
Yeah. It's all the same, right?
Just
more
talking
or less.
about popping your pussy.
Yeah,
I don't really like
nothing
it.
positive,
No,
especially
like
for the youth, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I like it. Now we're gonna get into movie of the week.
Movie of the week on the Jmack Experience Podcast.
Movie of the week this week is The Crow. Comes out. It'll be out by the time this episode's out, but it comes out on the 27th. Make sure you guys check it out. You ever seen The Crow, the first ones?
Fire.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like a horror movie.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's like a thriller, more or less. I want to say, but like Bruce Lee's son was in one of them that he ended up passing away. So that's that now they got a new one coming out, which I think is gonna be in IMAX too. So that's gonna
rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. All right, man. So more or less, what's next for Tropicana Danny, man? I know you got a lot of stuff with the youth. Anything else that we didn't touch base on?
Honestly, just turn on post notifications. I can't say too much, but if you guys aren't staying intact, you're gonna miss out a lot of stuff. I did do something with Ben and Jerry.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
that's fire, bro. That's major right there.
Crazy. So
shout outs to you,
it was
bro.
A collab that I did with Ben and Jerry's. I did a whole big event. It was celebrating my birthday. but also doing a donation for the kids, like Make-A-Wish and all that stuff.
Dope. I seen you were preparing ice cream or something like that too,
so
right?
was,
I think I seen that. Yeah,
it
that
was my
crazy.
own ice cream called Tropicana Danny. It was a Sunday.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, so it was dope. We went to Boston before that event. The following weekend. And we met Ben and Jerry. They signed my security shirt.
You met the owner?
Actual Ben and Jerry.
That is crazy.
That's
crazy right there, bro.
Bro, it was crazy.
Wow.
And I basically told them a bit of what I do. You know what I mean? They really loved it a lot. And they want to do long-term.
How did you get, they hit you up or you reached out to them? How did that work?
I got hit up.
They hit you up?
Yeah, not Ben and Jerry, but it was the
company?
Manager. Yeah, one of the managers from one of the stores.
Crazy.
Because I went to her son's school.
Right.
Over there, what was the school? Martin Middle School.
And that's where, in Cranston as well?
Yeah, so, no, that's East Providence.
East Providence.
So
gotcha.
I had went, I was doing like their, they were about to end school, so field day.
Right.
And Ben and Jerry's came out and gave free ice cream to the kids.
Oh, that's dope.
So that's how I sort of met the mom, and then she hit me up, said, hey, you want to do this, that, this, the third? I said, yeah, like no cost at all. If it's given,
that's
then it's fine. You know what I mean?
My daughter loves ice cream, so now we go in and ask for the Tropicana?
So it was only from from the 3rd to the 10th.
Okay.
So it was like just for my birthday, like week type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was that, and then we got a partnership with Red Bull. So
shout outs to you, bro.
saying?
Anything
Red
else?
Bull.
Anything else? Any other sponsors? I need to know. Red Bull. We got Ben and Jerry. Anything else we forgot?
And then Chinatown, really, just go to Chinatown on 3rd Street. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Make sure
And what about the gear? You said the merch too.
The merch. So this right here, you know what I'm saying? Millionaire by Noon.
Shout outs to them.
And then Gas New York City. Make sure y'all cop. If y'all wondering where the brands are, just go to my Instagram and then go check them out.
I like that, bro. I like that. I know my daughter's gonna be heated when I tell her that I interview today, because she gonna be like, no way. You know what I mean? But,
shout out to the daughter.
Yeah, shout out to Stefani's World. Hopefully we'll get you in touch with Tropicana soon. Where can we follow you at social media wise once again?
Tropicana Danny. So Tropicana _Danny_ just put Tropicana Danny. And then we do have a couples page we made a month ago.
Nice. What's the name of that?
That's gonna be Tropicana X Ling Ling.
I like it.
We're about to hit 20K.
Wow, yeah, just made that? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's dope.
And then that's gonna be the same thing on TikTok. We're almost at 80K.
I think we got there already.
Did it? 80K?
I think.
Yo, y'all talk about it like it's like, whatever. 80K, yo.
When you've been
I'm
doing
still
it
trying to work my way up.
For a while.
That's dope. I'm still trying to work to 10K. This is crazy, but we'll see. Hopefully we get there now.
No, Miss 73.
73? Nah, you get there. You get there. Yeah. You guys got that. Now, can we agree that all the experiences that you went through got you to where you are today?
Definitely. Everything, even from bad to good, everything leads, in a certain path. I don't know if anyone believes in God, but God is definitely, if you don't believe in him, you look his way, you follow, his words, you're definitely going to see everything come out in his way, you know what I mean? And it's crazy blessings, because I wouldn't never known me and her would be together, because I
would have never crossed paths, right?
I'm gonna be blunt. I was never into dark skins.
Oh snap!
And she knows that I'm a blunt, yeah. Because growing up as a Hispanic,
she got the sauce.
A lot of Hispanics know, like, especially if you're Dominican, they tell you, like, this is your type. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But me, I guess we got something in common. Cause I like my dark skin lady.
Yeah, so she's my
opposites
first.
attract with me.
Yeah, so
your last period.
No, first and last. Okay. Yeah, so
when you have a wedding, just invite me so I can be there hosting.
You gotta bring the gear. You're gonna be the one saying, "Yo, we got Tropicana."
I like it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been a crazy experience.
Crazy ride, right?
Bro, Red Bull. I've never.
That's major, bro.
Red Bull, Ben and Jerry's. Like I met 50 Cent. Sat on him, bro. It was crazy.
You met 50 Cent? Hold on.
I gotta show you.
So how many celebrities have you? Well, which ones that have like crazy names?
I would say 50 Cent.
50 Cent was the biggest one.
I went to a free weekend concert.
That's
the
crazy.
Weekend. I'm gonna say 50 Cent, honestly.
50?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet 50 at?
And Sugar Factory.
And
Boston.
Foxwoods, right?
Nah, Boston. They have one. They have one in what's that place called? Quincy Market. They have a Sugar Factory there.
I'm from Queens. That's like one of my idols. I'm
Nah,
jelly right now. He was cool, yeah. Cool in person?
He met him. I didn't meet him.
Yeah. How he talked to you and everything?
Bro, he was so lit, bro. He was lit before he even showed up.
That's
because he went to a basketball game over there too, and then he went to go eat over there.
That's
but
dope.
Yo, that was bro, it was crazy.
It was unbelievable, probably.
No, I'm from the south side of Prague. We don't see nothing. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. We kind of spoiled in the city too. We see celebrities. It's like I seen Fat Joe the last time I was in the city.
Really?
Yeah, I seen him at a sneaker store. It was dope. Shout out to All the Right Records. Actually, it's like one of the sneaker stores I grew up going to. So I ended up going there, and he just popped up because he had his own Uptowns that came out. And he was there promoting. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe he's here. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's just like that. But out here, like you said, it's not like that. It's not common. So
it's not.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, definitely.
Now, any advice for those out there who may be experiencing the same situations that you went through or are going through now?
Definitely learn how to be on your own for a fact. Because if you can't be on your own, you're just not going to survive in this world. You know what I mean? You got to push yourself to your limits. Take risks that, aren't going to really, mess you up in life. And definitely, just hold on strong. I'd say my motivation, what I found it was just on YouTube, watching videos every single day. Yep. Put yourself on a set schedule. If you can't follow that schedule, if you can't maintain just being on your own, focused on your own, you ain't gonna go too far.
You gotta stay disciplined, right?
Yeah, discipline yourself to the max, because if you can't, like I said, if you can't be by yourself and you depend on being in another relationship right after one, or just falling on somebody, what makes you think you're gonna hold on to that person?
So in other words, be comfortable in your own loneliness.
Yeah. How about you? You got any advice you want to give to those out there? I'm trying to get to 1 million followers like you, so I need to hear what your advice is.
Definitely don't worry about the followers too.
Don't worry about the numbers. A lot of people say that, right? Stop worrying about the numbers.
Yeah. I used to worry about that.
Or you'll post a video, I'm always checking how many views I got today. And then don't do that, right? Yeah, just let it be organic. Any advice?
Also, your age don't mean nothing.
Because
I'm 18.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I'm 18. I've been doing this since I was 16 or whatever, really.
Wow.
But, your age don't dictate nothing.
Yeah.
Always stay faithful. Like I said, always have, courage and...
Yeah. Just stay positive, more or less, right?
Be humble.
Be humble, too.
Definitely be humble. It's not cute to have a stink attitude, male or female.
That's true. Don't be all bougie and shit once you start popping, right? Don't forget where you came from.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
More or less. That's awesome. Any last words or special shout outs that you would like to mention?
Yo, make sure you follow my guy. If you guys aren't tapped in, it don't matter about the followers.
Yeah, you the man for that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all got to wake up. Just tap in, show them love. There's going to be a lot of crazy people joining. Not crazy in a bad way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely a vibe full. If you guys see us here, it's because it's serious, you know what I'm saying?
On the Jmack Experience Podcast.
How do you do that?
I switch it on. Try to get
on the Jmack Experience.
Yo, and matter of fact, shout outs to my peoples at Conversations Pod, man. Make sure you come out here, get your podcast on. If you know anybody, because nowadays podcasts becoming a new rap. Everybody got a podcast now. So if you know anybody that wants to do a podcast, please send them over here. It's very easy to book. You guys can actually book online, and you can follow their page as well.
That does look.
Yeah, and I want to thank them for having us here as well. And man, I think we covered pretty much everything. Anything that you want to promote? Any upcoming events before we sign off?
Yeah, just show up to your local library. Listen, when you guys go there, a library card is free. If you don't have a library card, you guys ain't swagged out. So
I got one.
It's free. See?
Straight up. I like
Get a library card at any of your local libraries. Tell them Tropicana Danny sent you.
I like it.
Get it.
Which ones are you going to?
What libraries you gonna be at? That way, see, she's on point.
Let me see.
That's why you need your lady by your side. You know what I mean? The first lady over here.
Let me see.
It's like what, 2 more?
Nah, I got 3. What? Yeah. Let me see. Hold up. August 16th passed yet?
No.
August 16th is coming up. You got an event?
So
Friday
at 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Mount Pleasant Library.
Mount Pleasant. Okay.
315 Academy Ave. I'm gonna be over there.
Nice.
With her, and then Tuesday, August 20th, 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Knight Memorial Library on Elmwood.
Nice.
And then August 22nd is the last one. It's a little bit late, but 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Washington Park Library right on Broad Street.
Fire. I like that. You coming back to the hood. You showing love, bro. That's dope. Yo, man, once again, it's been an honor to have you in my presence, the both of y'all. Thank you for showing up once again. You are gladly appreciated. We're signing out. Another episode on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Episode 36. Tropicana Danny. Ling. We here. You already know what it is. Gah.
Thanks for coming on the Jmack Experience Podcast. Be sure to come on for another episode every single week. Until next time, peace.